Good afternoon, everyone. Hey, this is Bruce Marshall from Simpler Trading with the Thanksgiving edition of the nightly video update. So, welcome and happy Thanksgiving. And we've hit the elusive 3150 level, which is kind of mind-boggling in itself. To think about 2 or 3 months ago, or even 6 weeks ago, because we've come so far so fast. So we'll talk about the S&P and kind of the outlook on the overall market. So let's just jump right in here with the S&P. And first, of course, as you can see, this is the S&P. We closed at 3155 essentially on the S&P. That was kind of an area that I've been targeting. Potentially last week. I said that in the video last week. I was targeting 3150, and we didn't quite get there last week. We did get there today. I had a 3150, or I've got a 3150 butterfly sitting there for Friday, which is working out perfectly. But that kind of gets me to question what's on the other side of this. So let's step back here and kind of do a little investigating. So we'll do a 5-day chart here. Now, last week, when I did videos last week, we had this flush down because, oh no, phase one might not happen this year. Big flush down, not price wise, but vertically, vertical drop there is pretty decent. And then we just kind of chopped and chopped, and then deal's getting close. And what we keep hearing is, it's gonna happen. It's getting close, and just wait. Hope it's gonna happen, and which is good. We've had a lot of long trades that are working great, but this thing keeps getting pushed, to extremes, and everyone sees it. Everyone knows it. I still keep seeing the chuckleheads on CMC and everybody. The higher it goes, trying to justify why that it's different this time and all that stuff. And every time I hear that, it makes me cringe because we all know how it's going to end. It's just a matter of when. We know it goes this way at some point, just like it's done every other time in the history of the world, or the market at least. Anyway, we just don't know when. And that's kind of what brings me to, full circle back here to look at this week in particular, this being Thanksgiving week, tomorrow being Thanksgiving. We've got light volume. People are on vacation, maybe trading remotely or working remotely, whatever. Friday's a half day, so we'll have light volume as well then. I do think we probably kind of grind around, probably not going to have much at all on Friday, with the exception of probably the retailers will do good because it's Black Friday, and then we have Cyber Monday and all that. We did in our live trading room, we did a really nice, last Friday we did a bullish butterfly on Amazon at 1800, worked perfectly. Took a nice about $1,000 win in that in 2 days. Then we reset another one today, thinking for this Friday, thinking it's going to go higher. And then, is it going to be how well is Black Friday going to be, the sales and so forth? I think they'll be fine. Cyber Monday as well, but is that going to be sell the news? I don't know. So my thinking is that this week we're kind of going out, assuming Friday we kind of stay here, maybe go a little bit higher or a little bit lower, whatever. This is another new all-time high. So we finished this week strong, but I think next week, maybe the mood of the market might start changing because we have that deadline of December 15th for the tariffs to come off, and there's a lot more negotiation to go. All it's going to take is one little negative news story, and that's going to give us a stumble, and that can happen at any point in time. But I think when people come back from Thanksgiving, they're going to kind of evaluate where we are and say, well, maybe we need to take some chips off the table, or tax loss selling was about to really kind of kick in. So I think we could have a different market the next couple of weeks. Outside of some big negative China news, I don't really I don't really see anything like this happening with bad China news, yeah, but without China news, we get a pullback, and maybe it's one of these, maybe it's kind of this or this. I don't know. There's no way to tell, but the it would be healthier for the market to pull back, catch its breath, maybe make a run back up here. Now, one thing that is interesting, let me zoom this back out a little bit. Let's do a 2-year. One thing that's interesting, and I don't, it's, take everything with a grain of salt, but that big move down started in December last year. So we don't always have, the Santa rally and all that kind of stuff. We did not. Everybody got smacked last year in December, free fall and all that kind of stuff. That was pretty major. And again, I don't think that's going to happen. I'm just saying, just watch out below if we get some bad news, or they kick the can down the road, or phase 1 or 2 gets derailed, or whatever. That can do it. Also, we are getting. I'm not seeing a lot of bargains out there. I don't know. We have been jokingly in our trading room the last really week or two have been saying, who's buying up here at 31.50, and its algorithms are pushing it higher, and there's some FOMO from retail traders and stuff like that, but I'm not eagerly willing to buy it at 31.55. Now if it pulls back, yeah, I'll buy it for the next run and all that kind of stuff. But again, it's a matter of when, not if, I suppose, the best way to say it. So, all that being said, we're really kind of in the same loop that we've been in for the last 6 weeks, 7, 8 weeks in a row. Just, assume we're going to go higher, kind of prepare for some dip. It's the whole cakewalk thing. The longer we do this, it's probably going to be a little bit worse on the downside when we do eventually get some bad news, or maybe Cyber Monday or Black Friday are not as good as everyone is projecting, and maybe that puts crack in the ice. I don't know. There's no way to tell, but we got to be really careful between now and the end of the year. So with that, stay light and nimble. Most people probably, we'll all be trading on Friday, or at least be watching on Friday, but as far as initiating new positions, I would hold off till next week and kind of see what the mood is of the market into, say, like Tuesday next week, and then we go from there. So with that, let me wind it up and wish you a very happy Thanksgiving, safe travels if you're traveling, and have a great time, and I'll see you guys at the next update. Thanks a lot.